What's going on, people? Um, I was at this healthcare facility, right? So-called. That's what I'm gonna start calling this shit. So-called nursing homes, nursing, like think about it, nurses, like somebody that's supposed to, like a caregiver. I was talking to a woman, and one thing about me, I listens. I pay attention. I do everything in my power, and I pay attention to what people tell me. This one particular thing, they had this woman about a couple of days ago. She works as the so-called healthcare facility, and she made a statement and said, "We treat everybody in here the same," and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, that's contrary to the Bible. That's the first thing came to mind. Is that when she said we are all equal, I knew she was spilling some bullshit. That's how blind our people is. But I also want to talk about different stuff like cut certain people off out of your life. If they bringing you negative energy to a phone with some crazy shit, cut them motherfuckers loose immediately. Cut their ass loose. I don't care who they is. If they bringing you negative, fucked up energy, you gotta just slice them and slice them, cut them off. Slice that dice because if you don't, you want to be bedridden, and they'll go back, and you'll be fucked up like a goddamn vegetable in a vegetable state from stressing out over the negative shit they pouring into your life. You'll be fucking paralyzed. You think they're gonna take you under their wings and say, take interest in what's going on with you? If you don't know, you better come again with it because it's not gonna happen like that. These so-called nursing homes and so-called healthcare facilities, that shit is worse than prison. Hmm. So you don't want to get no ways involved in that. Keep dirty people. The people. That's why if you have any kind of family members or whatever, that's they peaceful, encourage them. Is to treat them situations as dead. Encourage them not to be dealing with certain people that's bringing them fucked up energy. Because guess what? If you get down, you lose your vision, your physical vision of your eyesight or whatever. Do you think they're going to come along and no, they're not going to come along. You'll have fucked up health. And when you go on them jobs and things like that, it's all about this. That's right, Money. It's dog eat dog. People look at it now like, hey, if you sitting up there paralyzed, you can't move, you can't feed yourself. What they basically is telling you, it's so bad now, they'll tell you, well, that's your loss. I got my shit to do. I got my life to live. I'm not gonna, you think I'm gonna take, that's what they thinking. I'm not gonna be willing to give my time over to help you eat and help you do this. And I got my own time. I'm not wasting my time doing nothing for you. That's how they see it. because number one, you on my time. Yeah. And I say to this woman that have gotten that person into the situation that they in, you really, to be honest with you, you really is the one that caused the individual having a stroke, calling that person, hitting that person up on a telephone with some negative information. And the young man didn't want to say nothing because the first thing she'd been doing is trying to insult him by insult his intelligence. That's another thing that certain women do. They do stuff to insult their intelligence. Oh, he's handicapped. He don't know what he's talking about. Uh, you know what I'm saying? He's retarded. He's this. Every time you talk, you can't talk to nobody. He always jumping in. He's always trying to control your conversation. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, people? I'm gonna talk more about this probably later on tonight or in the morning. If I wake up through the middle of the night, I definitely will talk more about this end. But the moral of this video is Black, Hispanic, and Native American brothers and sisters, if you got anybody in your life right now that's bringing you negative energy to your phone, cut their ass off. That's the best thing you can ever do. Stand up to them. Cut their ass off. Because look, let me tell you something. If you don't, you're gonna be bedready, and them same ones that call you, quote unquote, loving you and so-called friend, this and that, they'll still be able to go back to their life and eat and be able to go and get their water and they and drink it themselves, eat by themselves, and all of that. While you sitting up there stiff and paralyzed, and you got to wait on somebody that can come do it for you. And you may get a little visit, a trip from them. They may come and visit you every blue moon in a trip. How you doing? What's going on? You all right? Stay a few minutes. I gotta go. You know. So I'm warning you. Please take heed. Cut people off that's giving you bad, fucked up energy. Because if you don't, you're gonna be sitting up stressed out, froze after you get off the phone, going into a depression, and it leads to other things. Now your health fucked up, and you like this. Now you got to depend upon another motherfucker to feed you, and sometimes you ain't gonna even get fed on time. You stuffed like this here. What happened to him? Oh, he had some kind of stroke. And they living their good life. They going to bed. They waking up every day. They can get up through the middle of the night and use the bathroom. They don't need no help. They body is all. There's nothing wrong. They can do it. Why you left in the fucking bed paralyzed? You can't do nothing for yourself. But you trying loving them damn people too much, and they got you in a fucked up position. Now you can't move. But guess what? They going back to their regular life. I guarantee you they can get their ass up and go use the bathroom. I guarantee you if they thirsty, they can get up out their bed with their strength, with their arm, put strength in, and go in there and get water. But they thought he was the bad person for warning his mother about the dumbass shit that they do, the dumbass messages that they send. Get on the phone, and all of a sudden now some conversation go from 0 to 60, a big debate on the damn phone. messy, messy, messy ass people. You know. So again, I reiterate, please cut ties of those people that's bringing you. And don't even sit there and try to agonize with them. Yeah. Don't sit there and try to reason with them people. Cut their ass off. Or you're gonna be sitting up stiff as a fucking board while they soft in the hands and arms and they can go around and move their shit and they can get up and go in there and do this. Drink their water. But guess what? You got to rely upon another so-called damn demonic ass nurse who don't give a damn to neglect you and have shit all on you. You can't clean that shit yourself because you didn't listen to this person who you cared about so much and you call yourself loving you, and they fucked you over. Now, guess who's dealing with the pain? You is. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get up out of here. So, cut if get rid of people who is bringing you toxic energy to the phone. That's what I named the video. Get rid of negative people who's bringing you toxic energy to a phone. I'm telling you now, if you listen to this video, your life will be saved and you will still be able to walk around at 90, 75 or whatever, 70 or 80, or 67 and 70. But if you walking around here listening to all that negative uh, energy that people give it off and the way they treat you, before you make 60 or 70, you'll be froze as a damn block of ice. A stroke and mess you up. That's right. They're gonna mess you up. And now, guess what? You got to rely somebody upon somebody to get you up out that bed at 3 in the damn morning. You gotta go to the bathroom because you refuse to listen or you don't listen. Then you listen. You're trying to love them, and that's our problem. You're trying to love these same people, and they ain't doing nothing giving you bitter energy. And all of a sudden, now you mentally paralyzed, and you're gonna be physically paralyzed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, people, and I'm gonna see y'all later, and we'll talk a little bit later, man. All right, I'm out.